Now we are ready to produce our presentation and use it in the classroom setting. So at the beginning of this video, we'll be showing you from the teacher's perspective how to start the presentation, and then I will be switching over to the student view so you can see what the student view looks like, and then at the end back to the teacher view to see what is shown when the students have answered the poll questions and um, included their drawing. So let's click done so that we are done with our presentation for now. And then you can see it is added to your list of presentations, making sure that you are going to publish your presentation. So click on your presentation, the one that you're going to use, and the orange publish icon should light up. So we're going to click on publish, and then we're going to click yes. And then once we are ready, we're going to scroll up top to the Engage feature. This is where we actually use our presentations. So click on where it says Engage. You will see a new screen now, and you're going to choose which presentation you would like to use with your students. So this is the one that we've been working on, so we're going to double click. And we actually have two options. This is a new feature. We can have a live session in the classroom with the students, or now you can assign a Nearpod lesson or presentation for our students for homework. So this is a nice feature if you do use one in the classroom in a live session and some students are absent, then you can assign this for homework for them. Or you can assign it to everyone for homework, and it should still provide the same data and everything that we're going to see from the live session. So if you choose homework, you can see that you're going to be sending an email to the student, or in this case, maybe depending on the level, age level that you're working with, you may need to send it to the parents. So depending on whether your students have an email address or not, this might work, like I said, for the full class, or maybe only in special cases when the students are absent. So, and you can edit this if you need to, but if you decide to choose to use your Nearpod presentation for homework, there is an option for that. Otherwise, we're going to open a live session. So you're going to click on the live session, and we want to begin a new presentation. So what's going to happen when you open your presentation is you're going to see a pin, and this is the pin that students will also have to type in when they log in to the presentation. And in a few moments I will show you where they will see how to type this in. Once students log in with the PIN code, then you can begin monitoring and facilitating the lesson. As you can see, you will find all of the slides that we have created in our presentation. It is up to you as the instructor or facilitator to keep the pace of the lesson and to move students along through the lesson. So at no point in time can students move forward themselves without the instructor moving the presentation along forward. Another key piece of information to note is that students should never hit the exit button. And if they ever do, they will need this pin again, once again, to log back in and join in the presentation. So that will always be up here in case you do lose your students and they accidentally hit exit. So if we begin our lesson and we are having a discussion and you're ready to move on, you click the arrow. And then students will need to sign in so that you can see, especially if you have poll questions or draw it, that way you know which student submitted which answer or which drawing. So students will sign in, and then you will see a list of all of your students on this screen. Then you can, again, as you continue to want to move your lesson along, simply hit the arrows to the right. If anyone has a question and you ever need to go back, you can do that as well. So continuing through, you're just going to move through the lesson, and when you reach a website, this is the website that we sent to students, You can open it as well if they're having difficulty seeing it. If not, then you can allow them to click on the link, and depending on the directions, in this case, they would be watching a video on Khan Academy, and then they would be also answering some questions to go along with the video. Once you feel that the students have had enough time to view the website and the video and answer the questions, then you may continue your presentation along by clicking the arrow to the right. And here's our first poll question. What is one characteristic of a trapezoid? And here students can choose their answers. 2 pairs of opposite sides parallel, 1 pair of opposite sides parallel, and their view will be slightly different, which we will see in just a few moments. And then we can move on again when they're ready to the draw feature, and then to our second draw feature where the students are circling the figures that are polygons.